fucking troubleshooting.
Yeah. So, okay, I fucked up. This is take number 3.
Take 3, third time's a charm.
So, first one, I don't even know what happened. I can't remember. Oh, I wasn't recording. That was my fault. Second time, my cat fucked up. Third time, no fuck ups this time. So, Katakomb episode 15. I'm with Schizo, and we're kicking it in my kitchen.
Schizo AZ.
Yes, sir. And he's here from AZ, kicking it. We were talking about the music scene earlier in AZ. Had some good stuff, I think. Kind of. I have some. Maybe I can edit it together somehow. Sounds like that.
Possibly.
I kind of just want one big flowing one. I don't feel like editing. Well, you guys. So you're making the video. What the fuck were we talking about just now? I can't remember.
Oh, we was just getting into like how I came into making music. And such.
Yeah. So yeah, you were saying your grandparents. Okay, so this
Right.
guy was saying his grandparents are.
Grandmother did movies.
Yeah.
She acted in movies and TV. And my grandfather was a dancer. He danced. So back then I was saying everything. Back in the 40s. I'm raised by my grandparents, so everything they did, movies, dance, music, was all one thing. So I just kind of was influenced by that.
Yeah, I think that's sick. Like I was saying, and you're saying that you're trained in piano, or that you did.
Yeah.
How long did you do that for? I don't remember. You said
I said
for a while.
it was like 5 years between 3rd grade and high school.
Yeah.
I was playing piano, studying music theory, doing classical and jazz, and yeah, that was the focus my family had me in was music, not academics.
Yeah.
I didn't really care too much about that. So
Yeah. See, that's the same.
I was on top of that.
I don't know for some. I played violin in 6th grade. That's the I chose to play violin, so I played that for like 2 years, and then I switched to art classes. Like this is lame beat kids are playing. In the orchestra, so I left because I thought it
I
wasn't
felt the
cool.
same way. I was in orchestra, and then I moved over to jazz band.
Yeah.
So I played the bass, electric bass.
Oh yeah.
So I was doing that in jazz band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it.
Yeah, that's nice. That's sick. Yeah. But yeah, we were talking about instruments stuff. I just got a new guitar. I'm trying to learn that. I didn't know chords. I used to have a guitar, but I just would do it the cheating way and learn tabs.
Acoustic?
No, I had the one I just got is electric.
Okay.
Yeah. The one I just got. I want an acoustic though as well.
Me too. I would like to get a really nice Taylor or something like that.
Yeah, I just got the electric is just it's like a Fender, but I just got a little starter pack just in case I was like, what if I'm fuck this? But it came with it came with an amp and it's a guitar, and so it's pretty nice.
Yep.
I'm having trouble with the. I was telling my friend that he messaged me. He's from Detroit. He has a band and plays guitar. He's hella dope. But he saw my video I posted me playing. He's like, yeah, it sounds good. And then I was like, bro, there's this one chord. I'm trying to play this song called "Fade Into You" from Mazzy Star. It's literally 3 chords, but one of them's a B minor. And I can't transfer over to it. It's like the craziest finger position.
Is it just the chord progression, or is it just the actual positioning?
It's like the actual positioning of my fingers. Like it's from going from a E or something to a B minor, and it fucks me up.
You said it's a B?
A B minor. So it's like second fret, 4 strings, and then second string up is this finger, and then these 2 up are.
You would know. You would know exactly. Yeah.
That was the first chord I ever had trouble with.
That's what I'm saying. That's
your finger down there.
Yeah. I mean, I have big hands. I have long fingers too, and it's still I'm fucking this is hard.
Your fingers are not used to doing weird shit.
Yeah, it's weird shit. I feel like I'm breaking.
Yeah.
But I know it can do. I'm people are doing it, so I can do it. That's just I just hate it because I can't. I have the whole song down, the rhythm and everything. It's just that part.
I totally agree. It's that jump to it to
so
get yourself into that position. It's it's awkward. Yeah, you feel like you're snapping your wrist.
Yeah. So that's the problem I was having. I'm still having, but we're gonna fight through that, and we're gonna start a band. I'm gonna start a all black beach fossils type band. All black dude. It's gonna feel like I'm gonna get fossils to play bass. We're talking about
so hard. Yeah, fossils on bass. You on guitar. You gonna sing too?
I'm gonna get maybe I might. I'll definitely write. I might sing, and then I'll have I know Jordan can sing.
Oh shit! Yeah, facts.
I need a drummer though. Black drummers, LA area. Tap in, Katakomb, 2021. That's when I'll be good. That's why. That's my theory.
Man, I'm all about it. I can't wait.
Speaking of bands, we were talking about Neta, our new band. I was messaging him, and I was like, bro, I want to book you guys. And he's like, I mean, there's 6 members, so it might be expensive, but let's do it. I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll let us do shows till next year.
6?
You had 6 members in their band.
So 2 vocalists?
I think so. Well, yeah, I know
guitars.
Zubin's on vocals, but I think Does he also? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not.
2 guitars, backing vocal, drummer, bassist,
Maybe keys.
vocalist.
Maybe somebody on like synths. I didn't hear any synths when I heard the song.
Right.
Anyways, super dope band. So I'm gonna do a Katakomb show with them next year. It's gonna be fun. I just gotta save the bed for it. We're gonna do it. So if you're want to see If I Die First, tap in.
Sure. What are they called?
If I Die First. They haven't dropped anything yet. I saw that they were working, like they have an album and then their second one's about to drop. They're like working on the second one right now. So
Okay.
it was like putting in work, I guess. Apparently.
But they already have a release out.
Yeah. Well, no, they're about to release. Like,
Okay,
like
yeah.
next week.
I'm stoked on
I
that.
feel like it's something with my fucking. I don't know. I'll just pick it up. It's a little loud though. Wait, what the fuck happened? Oh, fuck. I did the same thing I did with Buku. Ha! I don't need the audio anyway. You know what I realized too? If I ever fuck up on this one, I can just probably rip the video and just like take the audio from it.
Yeah, I was thinking. You're good though. Everything's good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I just had to take the loop off. We're still recording. It's a little loud though. I might have to turn it down. It seems like I don't know what's so loud.
But the vocal?
Yeah, it seems like it's. You know what I'm saying? It's like so big.
Check. Big. That should be good.
All right. So yeah, Schizo. What? Oh yeah, I even wrote down some stuff. I was gonna just bring up.
Let's go.
Oh, that's what I want to say. We already talked about and we talked about, I want to ask you, because we were talking about a little last night at Airbnb, but I wasn't really listening, where you got your name.
Right. And that's funny because we was talking earlier just about smoking weed and then getting like way too trippy vape and shit.
Yeah.
That's basically how I got the name. Is
Yeah.
I had this chick, right? And first of all, I think she's a witch.
Oh, really?
Like on some real shit, like she'd be like psychic or something.
Oh, wow.
Like she'd be making stuff happen.
That's crazy.
Not to name names and a whole bunch
Yeah.
of people that she's been involved with. So it's like, okay, I took her word for it when she named me, but she was like, we're gonna call you Schizo from now on because you be bugging out off the pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like tweaking, like, oh Jesus Christ! Like,
So
you might catch me after the blunt, like hands on my face, like in the corner, like, oh no, man. Oh, just feel
what age?
general
How old
malaise.
were you when this happened?
So I was making beats, but I had no names.
Yeah.
And then I was probably like 17.
17?
Yeah.
That's about around. Well, I think I got everybody called me Zero because I was like a dude from Holtz, so that like everybody just called me
I
that.
figured.
And then everybody just called me that anyway. And then I started going to raves and got rave parents, and they named me Zero.
And I'm Skittles.
Skittles, yes, Skittles.
Skittles, you feel me?
That's great. That's a crazy thing too with the rave culture. Was like you get like a rave. I don't know if they still do it. That's how it was like back in the day. You get like a rave family.
I don't know if it's the same. The plur era is something special.
I think I don't think it's like that anymore. I think
It's more festival culture now.
Yeah, like fucking like appropriating Indian culture.
Whack. Festival culture is like
American
whack.
culture,
That's my opinion. Don't quote me if anyone's a fan, but yeah, man, people fuck my name up. It's Schizo.
Yeah.
People,
think-
I'll have people call my name out, and I'm like, it's like a sting every time.
At first, when I first met you, actually, it was through Raven. Well, I was with Fossils actually because you were doing the show with Raven and Phoenix, and I thought it was Schizo. I didn't know. Well,
Schizo is fine because
Yeah.
it's some people just they don't want to put the emphasis in the Schizo.
Yeah,
Like,
yes, yeah.
Schizo's cool with me, but I get Shizo, Shizo,
Oh, yeah.
Schizo,
Yeah.
Shizo, Shitzo. My favorite one is the Skitcho. People be like, I don't know how to skitch.
Bro, you're giving somebody. You're gonna have a diss. You're gonna have a beef with somebody. And they're gonna have all the juice right here. That they're gonna know what to drop.
You're good. You're not getting to my head.
You already knows it all.
Yeah, this prominent nicknames, Skittles and Skeezer.
All right, here. Fresh Little Catacombs opening rap beef for sorry, rap beef with him. We're just starting rap beefs now.
You're so shitty, I'm gonna call you Shitzo.
Did you hear, speaking of rap beefs, House Phone just made a diss track against, Jeffrey.
No way.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's funny, I don't really know much, I don't know Jeffrey, I don't listen to music or anything, but I guess he's like, I don't know, just always wanted to be with House Phone, and this is the second diss track he made, and it's fucking hilarious. It's hella funny.
House Phone's second diss track?
Second diss track. I think they've just been going back and forth.
His head.
Yeah, he is. It's hilarious. I don't know much about it.
But, That's funny.
It's just funny to watch. Like rap beefs. And you know what I think is funny too? There's a lot of these like rappers that are like coming up. Nobody knows and wants to start beef with other people. That like, I'm like, why would you even do that? Do they just think it's like a part of like them being a rapper?
I actually have been watching something recently on Instagram. It's like this guy's been posting like 50-page stories, just like, what? What'd you say now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm so left out. I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even know. That's your problem.
Right. That sounds.
Look, we pull up in person.
Yeah. Right.
We
right.
talk in person. I DM you directly. I show up.
I
don't do that.
I have a little New York quote for these always all the time. He's like, we gotta do be competitive.
Yeah. They say they got smoked, but they the only one.
Mhm.
That's another one.
Yeah.
People be pressing, and it's like, bro, I'm not. Nah, like
Yeah.
they want you to mention them. They want you to.
Yeah. I never pay attention to shit like that at all. I'm like in my own world. I don't even care. No.
Right.
Anybody's opinion.
I watch my energy and who I get involved with before that stuff happens. And most
Yeah.
people who do get involved with me know what time I'm on. So
Yeah.
it's not usually. I'm not the person to go and do the internet
No.
name dropping and blast and stuff. So
No. Neither am I, sir. Neither am I. I like the internet because it makes me numb my brain. It's the best part. Stupid memes are my favorite. I have a great meme I'm going to share with the podcast. I'll get to another question. First, I gotta show you this great picture. Now, this is fucking disturbing. Where is it? It's gone. Oh, here it is. Have you seen this? It's Ariana Grande. With
nice cock, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a sick picture. So if you guys, that's a sick pic. Those are the kind of pictures I have on my phone. If you guys ever pick up my phone and scroll through it, where's another one? Oh, I got this one. It's a meat tent. What if we kiss in a meat tent? It's just a tent of meat. Sorry, I thought I'd share some meat. I got on my phone.
My favorite meme to this day, and it still has me crying. If you get me drunk enough, you might catch me hysterically laughing at this. Is Bone Apple Tea, the fucking Bone Apple Tea.
Bone Apple Tea. You think that was just that? That is a good one.
Every time I read it, I cry. Burning some incest.
Yeah.
Namaste.
No. Internet's a crazy place. But I think for the internet because I think that we get to spread our art too and meet people. Because I probably would not have never met him without the internet. Or I mean, obviously I didn't even meet him through the internet, but I met people that.
Oh, it goes. All this wouldn't even be a thing if it weren't for 2014 to 2016 Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Because it was.
I didn't know much about that. I missed the whole beginning underground scene because I didn't know anything about it. Because I was saying I was in the EDM when I was in Vegas. I think there's no scene there. Came here and I got introduced to the underground scene like GBC, and I got just like dragged into the underground, and I was like, oh shit, this is tight.
Yeah.
But I missed like all the Ruben Slick and like.
Dude, the Koki Source Posh Gang era was
Yeah.
lit, dude.
I missed like the Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah, I was
Raider Clan. I missed all that.
On the way here to LA, I listened to plenty of Mike DC on Proper.
I know Mike DC.
Yeah.
Does he still make music?
I wasn't looking at anything recent, so
Yeah.
I didn't really look. I was listening to Donald Trump.
Oh, I think I know that one.
All the Christ Mob stuff. And, yeah, I loved that era of that stuff. Man.
Yeah.
I saw some of my biggest inspirations coming into this were the Raider Clan era, and Ugly Mane,
Yeah.
Antoine, that little era of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I consider like from there on, it just kind of built from affiliation to affiliation to affiliation.
Yeah.
And the internet was small at the time. It's a small world,
Yeah,
we had each other on Facebook. We were all networking. All these weirdos.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what who told me. Dari told me a lot about that.
Yeah,
he was
Dari,
he was a factor a long time ago.
That's
like
one
on
of my
MySpace, I think he said.
That's one of my day ones.
Yeah, is it?
I remember him. Yeah,
Mhm.
Dari and I. Man. We even started a little fake internet beef.
Oh, yeah?
Just for jokes. We was just trolling and shit. People really thought we was gonna pull up and box
Oh, really?
and shit. Yeah. Shout out Dari Loso,
Yeah,
bro.
I have actually podcast episode. Actually, the one I have with him, I think that's the most views I have on
Really?
SoundCloud. I think that's the one. It's me, him, and I think my homie, Big Homie Slim, from out in Seattle. I think he's from Virginia, but he lives in Seattle. And then I had this other dude on there. I don't even care. Doesn't matter.
Deep in the archives, there's
Yeah.
a Schizo Dari Loso collab around the time that his car got stolen.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, let's get a song here. Let me help you out and shit. We did some stuff way long ago.
Yeah, it's funny with him. I think I always saw him and never followed him. And one day I finally followed him, and I was like, oh, he's pretty dope. Like, he's got like a little traction on here, and he'll like delete Twitters and make a new one to get followers like pretty quick. Like he has like a weird like cult following. He's super dope though. He's always been super nice to me on the internet, and we finally met in person in Seattle. So I don't know at some point, and then we're just always.
I wonder what the logic is behind deleting them and starting new ones. Because it's not like where you hit like on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was gonna say because
Yeah.
we're talking about the internet and all the funny shit.
Mhm.
there's like a cap with Instagram where it's like, okay, now we're not going to let your content be seen by this many people. But with Twitter, I felt like it's constantly going like, is there? I don't use Twitter heavily. Anybody who looks me up on there, I'm like ghost on there. But it's like it doesn't seem like there's a cap to how much exposure and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
considering like how Little B went with it and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think there is. I don't think there's like a limit for anything, and I think that's what I like about Twitter too. It's my favorite because it's like unfiltered. Anytime I want to find out anything about the news, anything, I go straight to Twitter. It has everything immediately. They're like the first for everything. It's like the best.
Like a question that I've been bringing up is like, would it be worth it to pay for? Would you pay for Instagram?
I don't think I pay for Instagram. I pay for Twitter though.
You would?
I think I'd pay for Twitter. If it wasn't too expensive, I think I'd pay for it. And I'd be like, well, why do I have to pay now? That would be my question too.
Well, I mean, if you were paying to have Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Then they have these caps and stuff on engagement and everything because they want the promoted content for people who are businesses and ad content.
Yeah.
It's all about they make their
true.
money off ads.
No, actually, you're right. I definitely would keep Instagram for just the Katakomb one, not my personal one. I want to care about my personal one, but the Katakomb one, I'd keep it.
Right, but if you paid for Instagram, then they would possibly not do that.
The cap.
Like the cap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The amount, like people say, what it could be like 10 to 15% of your actual followers see it.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be something that wouldn't be a thing if all users were paying to have Instagram.
Oh, maybe.
You feel me?
I wonder, is there a reason they do that?
Yeah, like I said, it's to keep it within a certain limit until you can get into promotions, and that's what they want. Is they want you to put money
so
in
they don't want you
promotions.
to get over a certain limit
Right.
without their help.
But they get this. It's ad revenue that they get.
Yeah,
you know when everything is as much as they can get on the feed for ads and stuff. So
Interesting. I didn't know all that.
You can have a reach of way larger.
Yeah.
But you have to pay.
I see.
You see what I'm saying?
I see.
And so if you paid from the jump, it would just be good to go. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just a thought.
I saw something that the internet might start doing things like that, like making like internet service bundles, like how TV is. Like it'll be like like a Twitter or Instagram.
We were so against it 5 years ago.
It might filter out like the bots for sure.
For sure.
And the real ones will be there actually, and you will know who's actually there for clout. Actually, at that point, I think it might be good. Actually, I might advocate start paying for Instagram. Sign a petition.
Right.
While we changing America, we're also changing Instagram.
Shout out the Zuck.
The Zuck? What's the Zuck?
Zuckerberg, man.
Oh yeah, Zuckerberg. Yep.
You've been cucked by the Zuck.
Oh, bro, and you know what's crazy? It's even happened to me earlier when I woke up. Actually, I had a little hangover today. I didn't even drink them. I took 4 White Claws, and I don't know what it was. I had an upset stomach all day. I think it's because I came back and I was like crazy my girl's fucking puff bar, and I think that kind of made me nauseated.
It creates that headache.
Yeah, I think that's what did it. I don't know. I've been feeling weird. I drink I drink more than 4 White Claws before. I've never felt nothing.
I drank a whole pack of Trulies to myself once in one night. Destroyed myself.
Yeah.
And these things are cool. They're no joke when you drink 12 of them. Too much.
Yeah.
It must be sugar or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that's what makes you hungover too. Especially, I noticed me getting older, things with more sugar in when I drink. I definitely.
Yep, that's when I started drinking. My mom was like, "Are you drinking?" Like, yeah. She's like, "Well, just don't be mixing drinks too much because, like, you know what I'm saying, the sugar. I don't do mixed drinks. When I drink like liquor, it's just straight.
Yeah, if I do get a mixed drink, I would go to the bar and get tequila soda, just like flat soda.
You'll still have a hangover, but it's not going to be that like groggy. You know that thickness in your throat pause.
You
know what
like
I'm saying?
tequila?
I do, but like most people, I'm a nut off of it.
Oh, I love tequila. It makes me feel amazing.
I like gin. Gin is my liquor choice. It's liquor, but I'm just more of a beer person. Oh, and I love malt drinks. I'm drinking Four Locos. Anything that says 12% or more on it.
Malt liquor. We used to drink in Vegas. We drink a lot of Nickies. That was like our shit.
Because I'm trying to smash off on something smaller and get fucked up before I'm getting into some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy. A lot of me going crazy. I did that like way younger, so now I'm like chilling out. I've seen people doing like the opposite. Like they got older and they're like kids in high school, like the jock kids when they graduated, they started going to EDC and shit. And I'm like, bro, I went to EDC when I was I almost went when I was like 16, but I couldn't go. But I was like, you guys are like late, and you guys just make fun of us for this shit. And now y'all on the same shit. But you're late, so you look even weirder.
It's just it's now more
acceptable.
Yeah, for them to do it. Exactly.
That's true. That's like it kind of reminds me of like weed when I was younger. Like my mom, like one time I was high as fuck and I thought I was gonna kick at my friend's house, but he left me at the park. And I was like, fuck, I gotta go back home now. There was some blue dream. I remember it was dank. I had to go back home and I was terrified because I knew my mom was gonna be home. She came straight in my room. She's like, "Are you high?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "No, I wasn't born yesterday. You're high." And I was like, "No, I'm tired." And she definitely didn't believe me. But now she smokes hella weed.
That's funny. Yo, our moms are like, just knowing this guy right here, our moms are the exact same person.
They might even look the same.
Yeah. No. My mom was on the same exact thing. It was like, don't be... Well, really what she said when I was younger was, if you're going to get into that, I'm not going to stop you because you need to figure out for yourself. And if I tell you no more, you're going to become like this person who's all about breaking that rule, you know what I mean? So she was cool about it, and I did it. And then it wasn't until later, after I'd been smoking for so long, I moved back in for like 6 months or something, and my mom like was chiefing like crazy.
Oh yeah,
and they rolling blunts, and I was like, "What the
bro?
Fuck? Who are you?"
Bro, my mom's out here making like gummy edibles.
Oh.
And they're delicious. Like she's making gummy edibles. Like I was trying to find some. She gave me some, but like I have them. But she made them in shapes of like skulls and like coffins, so I could like maybe give them away at Katakomb.
Shout out Zero's mom if you're watching this.
Yeah, shouts out you. I want to get her on
She's
the podcast next time.
dope.
It'll be tight. We'll just like drink and just like go crazy. Have a time. But fuck. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say about the Instagram stuff too and Facebook. 'Cause I heard that Facebook has a lot of like how they like share their information like to get to like market towards certain people.
Data mining.
Yes, and so I was on today when I woke up. What I was saying, I got super off track there. When I woke up, there was like an ad for like a new like head for like a toothbrush that I like the same electric toothbrush I have, and I was like, how do they know I have it? I never like talk about my toothbrush. You know what I mean?
Oh no! It's immediate because I know like for the most part, I'm always talking about what I'm already involved in, so I get ads that are basically built for me. But I didn't know how built for me until I had my, I think they're called rotors on your brakes or whatever, right? Got fucked up on my car. And I was talking about it, like, it'll probably, even right now, maybe I'll open Instagram right now and I'll see brake rotors or something, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was like, now I got brake ads and stuff. I was like, they're definitely
they're definitely listening. There's no way. I think sometimes they're in my brain, bro. Because I swear, I was like, I didn't never mention this. I was thinking about buying something. I was like, why is there an ad for? I didn't even mention it. Maybe they just know, like, you're, like, what you're, like...
There was a point in time, right, where, I don't know if you can still do it, but you could go into, like, some sort of settings section in your Instagram and then open up, and it'll show all of the things that, you know, that, like, keywords and things that are like, but just based off a picture. So, for example, what had me kind of blown by it was... it said at the top of mine, it says something like Afro textured hair. Yeah. And I was like, wait, what? Yeah. I was like, well, I do like black shorties, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that makes sense. 1,000% makes sense. But I was like, that's why they're always on, like, it's always on my Discover feed, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. There's also another thing.
It was like, it had like 50. Like, it went down to like
a list of like main
dark colored clothes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it's not that somebody's actually putting a hashtag there. Yeah. It's that they're doing like a scan. On what they're actually what content is going on.
That's crazy.
Digital image, you know.
No, and I know, like, my phone has a face recognition. I open my phone, I unlock my face. It already knows my face. Right. It knows me. Your phone's knows you more than anybody else.
For real.
But I was gonna say, there's another thing on your phone too about like sharing your locations. I turned it off, but it's called like I think it's like exact sharing, like precise sharing. It's a setting on your phone. It'll tell you where Melrose in here at this time, in downtown LA at this time.
That's the thing that cheaters be getting caught up with.
And the time and the place that it stamps it. I turned it off because it freaked me out.
That's how cheaters be getting caught up. Right there, boom. If your girl knows about that, you're getting caught up. If your boyfriend knows about that, you're getting caught up.
Yeah, I maybe just
they have access to your phone. You probably don't even know.
If you don't trust your boyfriend, they got that shit turned off. Or they're about to turn it off.
That's not your girl. She don't miss you when you go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not your man. Put the code into his phone.
Exactly. I think when I was at Tracy's concert, actually, he said that part by handing my girlfriend my phone so she could I was actually fucked up at that concert. I was blacked out drunk. Blacked out tequila when Tracy did a tour stop in Seattle. I was blacked out off tequila and was jumping off stage erratically, and I was watching videos I don't even remember. I threw my like, expensive ass 97s into the crowd. I was fucking hammered. Left this venue with no shoes. Went to a bar. Snuck my girlfriend in. She wasn't 21 at the time. She was only 20. Some girl gave her an extra ID she had, and they looked like the same. So it worked. And then some dude was trying to like fight Tracy's cousins and trying to like pimp them, and like crazy shit outside the bar. And then the dude punched Sierra, my girlfriend, in the face, and I had to fight him, like blacked out drunk. This is after the whole show and everything.
In Seattle?
Yeah, in Seattle. I lost my phone. I lost my house key. It was crazy.
Seattle be getting crazy. I always have one of these on
ratchet.
it, right?
Seattle's ratchet.
I always got one of these on it,
It's
right?
pretty
Like a Beanie Baby plush thing keychain. I had one of my favorite ones. I was fucked up, just like you were, and I threw it into the crowd at a Tracy show, just like, fuck it. And then I was like, after the show, I was like, damn, I'm fucked up. I threw that dumb thing for no reason.
Yeah.
So I get it with the shoes and shit.
Bro, first of all, the reason I lost my shoes, and they threw them back to me, and then I was like, nah, fuck that. I threw them back in the crowd. My girlfriend was like, what the fuck are you doing? They're hella expensive, like 97s, and no one, I've never seen them. Never even seen them. I don't know. I hope whoever has them has, like, I'm signed to someone or something, because
that's awesome.
But I mean, also it's just material shit. I really don't give a fuck. It's just like, I was like, why did I do that?
There's a vibe of generosity at Tracy shows and stuff. Even with some of the stuff like that you be doing, just giving stuff away.
Yeah.
I like that vibe.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to that Seattle stop. I was considering it.
Sorry,
we got closed out here.
Yeah. Probably just because we weren't touching nothing, you know. All right, we're back. Yeah, it's been about 26 minutes. We're good. You want to do like 10 more minutes, maybe? We kind of fucked up too.
Oh, I have to piss so bad.
You want to piss? The water's running.
Give me just 1
Yeah,
second.
go for it. I'll play your. I'm gonna play this unreleased music.
Yeah, play a song. I'll send you one right now.
All right, I have this one.
Oh, perfect. Yo, yeah. This me, DeJour, and Doza, man.
Yeah, this one's
Shout out DeJour, shout out Doza.
This shit's hard. Oh yeah. That's extremely too loud. I don't know if I should play this whole song. Just the one more verse on it. That's the gist of it. So this is me practicing podcasting by myself. I don't know. How do people podcast by themselves, bro? I feel like it's weird. I get it, like if they're like talking about like a murder mystery story and they like got a bunch of like shit to read out. I guess. I just can't like. What do I talk about?
I don't know how people. I honestly, I don't know how people do the one-sided thing. To be honest,
Yeah.
like how you sit there and talk to yourself
Yeah.
about some shit.
Yeah. I think you have to be on some drugs or something.
I guess so. You got to be ready to go on a tangent.
Yeah. Let's get coked out.
I'm just gonna fire some shit out.
You can definitely probably get crucially coked out and just talk for hours. I can see that.
I know some people who could work like that.
Just talking to no one about crucial stuff. Bro, you know what's actually crazy? I was listening to this, you guys know this Sean King guy? You heard of this guy? He's like a big activist, but I also heard he's like sus or something. I don't know.
I see him constantly with everything going on. I see him, and I was like, is this the academics of
protesting? Of civil rights? It's the academics of civil rights. Pretty much. That's pretty much.
He has all the content, you know what I'm saying?
But I was on his
He has the content.
So I don't follow this guy or anything, but somebody posted from his story that he woke up to some like crazy text from a friend that was like, yo, I was on this private Facebook, or from a person that was like, I was on a private Facebook that they thought was, they invited me, but like, they thought that they invited someone, like, they accidentally invited the person to it, and there were a bunch of Los Angeles Police Department cops from Long Beach. they're like retired cops, and they're all planning to like find out where he lives and murder him. And they're all in a private chat talking about it and messing and trying to set up an operation to find him and murder him. They're all like ex-cops and shit.
Bro, the police are Nazis, bro. It's
Oh,
the
yeah,
same thing.
that's
They should
facts.
be treated the same.
Oh yeah. No, I think I just you can't be a cop. You can't. People say like the good cop shit. I don't think it exists because the whole system's.
It's not about America.
Yeah.
It's like it's that difference between Germany and Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. We
Yeah.
live in the last since this country started, maybe the second wave of this country, but ever since this country started, what it's built on has 1,000% been tyranny and terrorism.
Bro, and I'm saying,
just
bro.
gonna say that right there.
I'm saying all these videos constantly. The cops are just constantly every day proving why we're protesting by just keep being dickheads. Like, why don't you just stop being dickheads?
What is this? Your last? It's like your last hurrah or something.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
they're like-
let's get it all out while we can.
They
'Cause
only-
this is over.
And they're really upset because they only care about their money. And I was heard from someone else, just if they shoot another black kid, that's just more overtime for them to sit there. They just look at you like hours. They don't even give a fuck.
Right. First of all, if you want to be a cop, you sus, man.
Yeah, right.
What went wrong? You know what I mean? Your parents should be so disappointed. Shun all police. When they pull up to your house, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
hey, actually, if you don't mind, get off my property.
Mhm.
That's how everybody should handle the police from now on.
Fucking
Just when you see them, shun them. If they come into your restaurant, don't serve them.
Yeah. I was even saying yesterday in Vegas, like a lot of times, like the homies would get pulled over or whatever. Like one of the homies in Vegas got caught, still doing a bottle run.
Yeah.
Cops tackled him and took his alcohol and let him go, so they can just get free alcohol. Like so that kind of dickhead shit. You know what I mean? Like that type of dickhead shit's going on in Vegas. One of my homies had like white dude even. They planted cocaine in his pocket when they were searching him. They do all types of shit like that. They would always take weed from us, never give us a ticket, so that they didn't have to talk about the weed. They keep it themselves and give us a speeding ticket. Or whatever, like some dumb shit, you know what I mean?
I don't know what they're doing with Arizona because they cannot wait to smack you with the book
Yeah.
on anything.
Bro, no, you know what's crazy? That's what's with Arizona too. That was like a long time ago where they pull anybody over if you look Hispanic.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Definitely.
That is insane to me. That's like profiling made legal.
Arizona's a prison state, without
Yeah.
a doubt. Without a doubt. So
That's how I feel about Vegas too. It's very out west. Like a lot of kids like that went to my high school. They were like it was really weird. I went to this school called Basic. It was like one of the oldest schools in Vegas. And it's like made in the suburb, right across the street is the project. So it's like the hood projects in the corner and then suburbs across. So it was like a bunch of preppy kids and like hood kids. It's like a complete just crazy, you know what I mean? And what's the point I was talking about? What the fuck were we talking about? Just like the kids. There was a lot of kids I went to high school with that wanted to be like cowboys and fucking like dirt bikers and like Confederate flags and super racist. I even knew Mexican kids that were super racist.
Oh yeah.
Shit like that. It's just crazy to see shit like that.
I've seen stuff like
That's
that.
another reason I had to get out of Vegas. I was walking down the street with my brother.
That's that taught systemic racism.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's that dumb shit. Like, even if they, like, me and my brother, he's not my real brother, but he's, like, the only other fucking black kid that lived right in the suburbs where I live. So we were best friends from 7th grade till we're still friends. We were walking down the street and this white dude comes in his car. He's like, niggers, and just speeds off. And that's the first time I was like, damn, it's really, I was just so, like, not thinking
Of course they speed off.
Oh, so, of course they did. That's just how they
It's always them acting surprised that they just got their ass beat.
Yeah, that's just hilarious.
You know what the results are for this.
You need to start beating racist ass, bro.
Yeah.
That's what people do in these videos. They're letting them get away with too much. Especially these crazy white women. You're letting them get too close and yell too much.
We can never stop talking about racism because I feel like it will always change and adapt, and people will. Oh, I won't say this one thing, but now I'm going to start saying this thing and stuff. It should always be talked about. I really think it should always be a discussion of what is not acceptable.
Yeah,
You know
I'm sorry too. This is my third podcast. We've talked about this subject, but I feel like we have to spread it because it's very big, and it can't be like swept under the table because that's how it happens every time, and we're always back in the same fucking position.
Yeah.
So fuck that, and fuck off. and we supporting trans lives over here too, black trans lives. You know,
Exactly.
all that. If you got smoke, get out of here.
You don't fuck with phobics
Exactly, not at all.
and isms.
Actually, speaking of that too, that's what I was really proud to do in Katakomb. I was like, I've never seen anyone do it out there, but it's an underground show, all female lineup.
What's that?
Yeah, it was. I had a Saphir.
Was that here? Or wait,
No,
wait,
it was
wait,
in Seattle.
Seattle.
It was all female lineup. It was so hard.
remember-
It was
I
so
remember
hard
when
to
you
get
did
together
that.
too because I even had a female make the flyer. I went all the way in, all support, and I ain't ever seen nobody do that. Not in Seattle. I see it in LA, but not in Seattle. I don't know. It's hard because a lot of actually it sucks because out there there's a lot of girls. I think they want to make music, but they don't because they feel like I don't know.
I majorly support female.
Yeah, me too.
I listen to a ton of them, and I really listen. Like one of my favorites is Georgia Smith, and
I gotta get on. I gotta get on her.
Yeah, I just always have loved listening to female artists and actually enjoying their music, not just because they're beautiful.
Yeah. There's actually this band I like a lot. They're Australian all-female band called Camp Cope, and the girl, the lead singer, actually has a song with Wicked Face. So I found this band, and I was like, "Who is this interesting Australian lady?" And I was like, because she has like a little, like almost like a light mustache. And I was like, is she like? She just has like a light mustache. She has like crazy hair, sick music. Girls from Australia, but she has a song with Wicked Face. And I was like, where have I heard her voice? I was like, oh shit, she has a Wicked Face song. So I guess she knows like Fish Narc and all. It's on a Fish Narc beat too. But anyways, yeah, she's super sick. Like all female band, I love that shit. That's another band I would like to book too out here.
Dope.
Shit like that.
It reminds me of like Kitty and all these other bands I used to see, like female, all female.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sick, man. We gotta support all that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna do it, who the fuck else is gonna do it? Also, Katakomb merch coming soon. I'm doing all proceeds to, I don't know what organization, some shit. I'm trying to figure out something local. And we're just gonna move like that. What else? Oh yeah, I think I have some more questions in here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
36 minutes, that's alright. The one with Dari is like an hour or something. But it
That
has like
man,
150.
you could
It has like 150 views. That shit was hilarious. You know why too? This white dude that was there that was interviewing too. His name's Teenstein. That's who was there. I always forget his name. Teenstein. I don't know if he's from Seattle. He was there and he was like, my first favorite rapper was Eminem, and it's like he's like a white dude. We were just dead because I was like, of course it was Eminem. That shit was hella funny. Maybe it's I need to listen to it again. Maybe that shit's just jokes the whole time.
What I love about Seattle is you guys have something about your scene and everybody that's an individual in it. You're all very bold,
Yeah.
but you're also like very like funny and like everybody's got is based.
Like down.
I don't know how to put it any other way, but based.
Niggas are like
Seattle
real.
is based.
Yeah.
Phoenix based. You guys get that, like you know, you get it.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I definitely appreciate the culture out there. It just sucks how it kind of, especially, I think I talked about it on other podcasts too, but we have to bring it up again because, like, you know, a lot of venues would tell me they don't, like, one venue wanted to shun me from every venue in Seattle, this place called Chop Suey. We did a show, and they're like, oh, we're not, you don't, they're going to email every other venue and say,
rap.
Yeah,
shows.
they said don't put Katakomb because people were sneaking in alcohol and rapping about guns. Isn't that every show ever?
You know what's crazy is that rap shows, and a lot of them, I've seen less violence and less bullshit, and it's handled well
That's what I'm saying.
than I have in the hardcore scene, the pop punk scene.
Hardcore scene's out of
the hardcore scene.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's self, you know, how would I put this? Like it's self-governed. Like they handle issues, but they have certain politics and stuff that cause violent, behavior. I mean, violent behavior at rap shows wouldn't be out of any normal situation in any other location. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and I don't know. I just get so surprised when venues turn down good business like rap shows because it's probably some of the best business that they've got
that you're going to get
right now.
And a lot of these venues, especially in Seattle, like they said that they want to stick to their '90s punk roots, grunge roots, whatever the fuck they're doing. And nobody's pulling up besides old 30-year-old dudes that nobody gives a fuck about. You know what I mean? And like a bunch of old, like nobody's at the shows. I've seen them. I've helped run a door at one of them. I was like, there's like 10 people here, bro. What are you guys doing? This seems like a waste of time. You know what I mean? Like you need to like quit being stuck and just accept the fact that shit's changing.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, okay, I was gonna say some of your influences. We kind of touched on it a little bit. I can't remember if it's on this video or the other one, but you were saying Missy Elliott.
Oh yeah. So real young, my mom. I had this awesome lesbian mom, and she just had this gay nightclub swag in the early 2000s. So I was always listening to like, I think her name is Kylie Minogue. And like,
some like club shit.
Yeah, like, you know, like that stuff, you know, that's, like Missy, my mom would blast Missy Elliott super loud with the windows down and just be vibing, like, and I was like, I don't know, man, just like early rap influences, you know, with rap specifically, because at a certain point, you know, with the classical and everything that I was doing, I started to like reach out, but what I immediately got into was metal. You know what I'm saying? So I was, I loved metal and everything, and it grew into hardcore and beatdown and deathcore, death grime and stuff, and I was super involved in that scene. But eventually, what had happened was I grew away from it because what we're talking about, it's violent. Man.
Yeah,
It's like I would see senseless scenarios.
You know what it is
And
too.
I-
For some reason, it's like a bunch of crazy white kids that have like this anger.
Yes.
Towards, like,
And that's why I have a hard time getting down with a lot of aggressive music today, because these people are in their 20s but still angsty and like, I hate my mom, and I'm like, I love my mom, I love life.
Yeah,
Life.
right,
if
right.
I die tomorrow, that would be fucking tragic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know, it's just, it's like Weekend Nacho said, the guys that act the darkest and want to push so hard to seem like they're so fucking dangerous and scary are usually the guys that are big posers. Man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Real vulnerable
Actually,
characters.
before we forget, last night we were talking
It's
about.
okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry.
We were
Please.
sitting in
It's
more
all right. We're here
violence.
for
You said you see more violence, like especially. I agree
Senseless.
with you. The underground
Senseless.
scene, I'm just never fight at a show. Maybe like once in a blue moon or something. Maybe an argument. I've never seen like full. I've seen full fights at underground shows, but not constant like hardcore.
Most people aren't there to start problems. Is basically what I'm trying to get at.
So I think it was yesterday. I was sitting at the Airbnb. I think we were smoking out front. I don't know who I was talking to, but I was saying that the straight edge kids were trying to fuck me up because we were smoking weed.
Right.
They targeted me and took my
Sorry
brand new
about that.
snapback, UNLV snapback. This was 2000. It was an Extreme Thing. It was still around. I don't know if you heard of Extreme Thing. It was huge in Vegas. It was like once a year, summertime, like all emo shit, like Chiodos would play. Everybody came. It was sick shit for a day. Everybody get fucked up. So we went. I had a new UNLV snapback. This is like 2008 or something. So that shit was hard. And then this nigga took it off my head, threw it, and tried to beat my ass. But I got saved by my other friend.
Sounds about right.
It sounds about right. But he tried to beat my ass, and then we were like, we're fucked because they're big. They were big, yoked up, sober dudes about to beat us up. And I was like, fuck it, like I'm not gonna get beat up. Anyways, my friend stepped in. That was on his side. That was on the other dude's side because we used to be friends back in the day before he was straight edge. So he kind of fucking saved my ass. Because I almost got beat the fuck up, and all my friends too.
I apologize on behalf of the straight edge community, even though I'm an edge breaker myself. But
You're an edge breaker.
that broke edge, man.
Okay.
You're fucked now, dude.
Yeah.
I started, I don't know what happened, but like once I hit like 16, like maybe like 16, 17, I was like, I don't know what came like over me, pause. But I was like, I was like, you know, I don't know. I just like started to have this like love for the world and people around me and stuff. Started to see people for who they are and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a major misunderstanding here. And this, you know, if you want to promote like healthy lifestyle choices, it's not going to be done with your fists. Like, what do you? Also, why do you fucking care? Just do it for yourself,
right.
bro.
And aren't they like all about what's that scene called?
I mean, regardless of the fact, it's an organization,
Yeah.
so that's a thing. Like, I
what's
get it, but
getting back at people? What's that called?
vengeance.
Vengeance. They like vengeance.
Straight edge revenge.
yes, that's what I'm talking
My
about.
vow, my pledge.
Yes.
All that crap. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's important to be a part of something when
Yeah.
you're young, whether it be some extracurricular sports teams or even just being in a straight edge hardcore beatdown crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if it's being a part of something and it's positive, you know.
Yeah.
But I get it though. The thing is like a major reason why I became straight edge back in those days was because I was this little 13-year-old twerp man, and I could not defend myself. And those guys seemed to have it together.
Yeah.
Where I was like, okay, if you can't beat them, join them. So I started to kind of join in on it. And then there's this need to be accepted by the group and everything, and that hive mind mentality, that gang mentality. Can't get down with that. Now that I'm older, you know, I enjoy being individualistic. I enjoy having my own placement on things, regardless of whether the people around me and my peers agree with them. But it's, you know, you have to have a healthy perspective. And what they were pushing was unhealthy, so I moved on. So I moved on from the hardcore straight edge scene. And I don't know, I just started smoking weed, man. I was drinking and shit. And I was all my other influences that were outside of that. I had so much more time to focus on. So I was actually a DJ, man.
Oh yes.
DJ Delson.
Yeah.
I was like, if you want to find that, go right ahead. But I was doing like these crazy chopped and screwed mixes of all this shit I fucked with, from hard style EDM to actual hardcore to Gucci Mane. This was like 2011, 2012, and then the Raider Clan era and everything. I wanted to be a rapper.
That's
right. That's the Raider Clan era, and then it was just boom from there. But I love some really old bedroom pop stuff, like some of my favorite artists, like George Clinton. If you got a chance to check him out, that's my number one favorite artist.
I gotta look that up.
And I love DJ Hixie, like the happy hardcore, hard style era. And of course I was influenced by like scene music when I was really young.
That's huge.
Fucking Breathe Carolina. I would say I'm Schizo as new.
Yeah,
no, I'm just playing. No, there's some people who could definitely take that claim.
I think my first intro. I can't remember how I really got. I remember the first time I heard a Screamo song. It was in 8th grade, and my white friend, was a skater, and he actually was one of my good friends. Rest in peace, Pat. He died actually this year. They found him on a park bench.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Super sick. He actually played guitar. He played guitar with me, so he was super sick, dude. Anyways, what the fuck was I saying? He was
The first Screamo stuff.
Oh yeah, he came into class and he's like, "You gotta hear this, man. Job for a Cowboy, Tune Up Machine."
Shout out
and
Job for a Cowboy, Arizona. Shout out Arizona.
Are they from Arizona?
Gilbert, I think.
Yeah.
I want to say the East Valley. Yeah. They
Sick.
called me a choice word on MySpace in my comments on my page in
Oh, really?
2004. Yeah.
Did they?
It's a 3-letter word, starts with F.
Oh man.
Yeah, they called me that. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Shout out Job for a Cowboy, though, man. Cool
Hey, yeah.
dudes.
Shouts out to them.
I didn't mean to just put them on blast like that.
No, you should. Hold them.
Yeah, those dudes. These motherfuckers.
Hold them responsible for their actions. You can't say the F word.
In 2004, it was in
Oh, yeah.
MySpace. It was like,
I forgot. Yeah,
even the early Facebook days
yeah.
were just like, Jesus, lawless,
Yeah.
senseless.
Yeah, it is. A band that Vegas likes to claim is Escape the Fate.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
even though
you guys
I
are
recently found
kinda-
out they're from Pahrump, but they who the fuck's from Pahrump? First of all, if you guys don't know what Pahrump is,
That's
look
Ronnie
it up.
Radke, right?
Ronnie Radke, Escape the Fate. Look up Pahrump.
We share a
Nevada.
birthday.
Do you?
Me and Ronnie share a birthday.
Ronnie Radke's tight, except for once he left Escape the Fate because he was doing all the drugs. They banned with the shit. Never listened to one single song. Only listened to Ronnie Radke Escape the Fate. That's it.
I loved like that era though.
Yeah, it was
Like,
sick.
I'm hoping we link with Cool Cash Out later. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah,
she's also big on that
and,
energy.
And I need to get her on a
love
podcast too.
that. Yeah, you should definitely.
So I need Cool Ness on podcast. I forgot about that. It is fun.
That's
Okay,
okay. Yeah, she likes all that same stuff that
Yeah,
I
she
like.
does.
Like Alisana, Seosin, Silverstein,
Yep.
Under Oath, with some of that. That was the very start of like me getting into some sort of alternative music.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I put Cool Ness onto Chiodo. She never heard of them. When we lived together, I was playing them. She's like,
Oh,
"What the fuck
for
is
real?
this?" And I was like,
She
"Bro,
loves-
what?"
She loves it.
Yeah, she loves Chiodos now. I put her on Chiodos. And every time she sees me, she's like, "I'm so happy, like you put me on Chiodos." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, because Chiodos is very legit." And you know what's crazy? Crazy off topic. I worked at a dive bar in Seattle before we moved here, and I made pizza. And before COVID, that's how I didn't have a job. But there was a dude that came into the bar, and all the time, just some punk dude with long hair, and the bartender used to think he was just like some shitty like wannabe like fucking dude that lived off his girlfriend. But I think he was in Chiodos. But he's in Fall of Troy. He's a singer of Fall of Troy.
They're a gateway band, bro, because there's a King 810 that's super heavy. Their music's so heavy, but you wouldn't believe that their guitarist was like Chiodos.
That's that guy. I know that he has long hair. I forget his name, like Thomas or something. I forget his name. I think his name's Thomas, but he was in Chiodos for a little bit. I don't know if he played the drums in Chiodos or something, but he definitely plays guitar or sings in Fall of Troy, and he's hella dope.
Fall of Troy.
And he just like gets drunk at the bar. He bought me the Jello shots, and we like got kind of cool homies. And he was just like, he's wild though. He's like kind of a wild card. Like he doesn't like the underground SoundCloud shit. He's like a hater, just like you would expect from like one of those dudes. That, like one of those dudes that didn't make it. Like, like,
I get it, old head mentality.
yeah. And he's like struggling to like. He wanted to make. He's like, "Are you hiring me here?" I was like, "Bro, you're struggling. You need to start making some music. Come over here and drink it, nigga. Go record." Damn.
Yeah. Quit your job, man.
Yeah, he wanted to work with pizza with us. My manager didn't want to hire him because he's too crazy. He said, "We're not hiring."
That's the worst.
You didn't want to hire the musician. That would have been Factor. I worked with the dude from Chiodos. That's tight. But okay, anyways, this is what I was going to get into next time. Everything always goes like fucking on a tangent for me. That's why it always goes long.
No, that's fine. No, I like that. I love that energy.
So we did influences. I asked you about that, and a lot of hardcore stuff, which is sick. And what's crazy too?
It's just a huge part of me getting.
No, me, everything. I've always been very eclectic with my music taste. Cause my mom was into like Eazy-E. She showed me Easy, NWA, and all that shit. The Snoop Dogg, all that shit growing up, And then and then she got into she would listen to the Eagles while she would clean. So I would get I like some Eagles, even though I know a lot of people don't, but I kind of will simp for some Eagles.
I have some. I don't even want to call them guilty pleasures, like the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
I love the Doobie. I love what's his name? I think it's Michael McMahon or whatever his voice.
Bro, wait. I like the Bee Gees.
Yeah, dude, disco kind of is not my thing.
I don't like that disco. That's like an exception for me. I don't listen to any other disco.
Like people are like, you like music? I'll be like, I love everything. Just I don't like ABBA.
ABBA. Oh,
and you know what's another one?
My girlfriend
People
loves
lose
ABBA.
their mind when I say
yeah, my
this.
girlfriend loves ABBA.
About
She
to
might
piss
come
some
out the room and beat you up in the podcast.
I'm about to piss some people off. I don't like Queen either.
Oh, what? I like Queen. I like Queen. I like Queen. Do you like
No,
Queen?
I love Queen.
Everybody loses their mind when I say that.
I don't lose my mind. I'm not surprised by
it.
anything. I think everybody has their own opinion. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. I think it's great that people lose their mind. You know, like,
No, they're
what the
usually
fuck?
like, how? How could you not? How? Pink Floyd's another one too.
Pink Floyd's. I was completely obsessed with Nirvana for 2 years. Like,
Okay.
deeply obsessed with Kurt Cobain and like Nirvana for when I was like 20 to like 21, 22. I have his diary. Like all his I know so much about him. It's ridiculous. See, I have the shit hanging of him right there. I used to cry when I would listen to his shit. Like serious. Like I was really super deeply connected to him. Because I was watching. What had happened was I was watching a documentary about him, and he was acting a lot like me. And I was like, he reminds me of myself. And I looked at the birthday. I was like, oh, he's fucking Pisces. Makes a lot of sense. And then after that, I was just like, keep connection I had with him, and then I just but then I like let go of it. Obviously, getting older, I was just super obsessed with it.
No,
So,
I get
like,
it. The band for me that was like that.
There we go. He got the Nirvana face.
Yeah.
There we go. Shouts out.
Oh yeah. The band for me like that was Good Charlotte.
Oh, for real? That's sick.
Bro, my life is Good Charlotte.
That's tight. You know what's funny? You
And I
know
always
who
related
absolutely
like that.
hates Good Charlotte? Lil Dujour. Absolutely hates him. Oh wait, no, sorry, not Good Charlotte. Sorry. He doesn't like. Sorry, that was wrong. I had Good Charlotte mixed up with Green Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Green
yeah.
Day.
That's understandable.
Green Day's understandable.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, Dookie's awesome.
Yeah. I like Dookie.
That was one of the first
CDs.
CDs I ever got.
I think it's a great album. Dujour said it's all shit.
I think my first few CDs like.
I'm wearing a Green Day shirt on the tour yesterday, the whole day.
No way.
Damn, no.
I was surprised Dujour.
Yeah, real shit. I was wearing a Green Day shirt.
I should have said something. I didn't I don't think I noticed. If I would have noticed, I'd be like, Dujour, look at your favorite band right here. He hates him. I found out we're in the car ride. He's like, turn this shit off. And I was like, what?
Wow.
And it was a good one. Do you have the time to listen
That's the
to me? That's the best one. He's like, this is
Sometimes I give
that's
myself
the yeah, great song. Actually, you know what's funny? I was singing you to sleep one time at the Airbnb after the show.
I was so fucked.
I was super fucked up. He was like asleep, and I was just singing you.
I got a zero lullaby.
That's rare. I'll start charging for that.
That's awesome. Is getting drunk with your emo friends
Yeah,
and
yeah.
listening to emo tracks.
That's the best.
crying
Especially like a bunch you never heard before too, like that they weren't on, that you weren't on. You're like, oh shit, this is hard.
Right.
Or like even rediscovering it. Like I remember we were in Koreatown watching like videos. I put on Attack, and I was like, bro, I completely forgot about all of this and just like reignited everything. Like, yeah, man, so sick. Fuck. All right, let's see what we're gonna go on to next. What were we talking about? That's where we start off. So, outside of music, do you do anything like for fun? Because I've noticed a lot of musicians just don't do shit.
Wow, that is really a thing. Of course, I skated for years.
Yeah.
I still go on skates
That's
sometimes. I'm recording. I like hiking.
That's tight.
Being out in nature just as much as possible. Fucking
People don't know. Like,
epic gaming moments. Epic gaming moments.
Yeah.
Always. I'm a gamer, but
That's tight.
it's kind of hard. To be. Are any of us really that different?
Yeah, I don't know.
We all grew up watching SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's life's so boring
Yeah,
sometimes.
it
When
really
you really
is.
think about it,
Yeah.
and that's why you gotta enjoy the little things like food.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. A lot of people don't know this, but I feel like working class. I've worked since I was 15 till I don't work anymore now, and I'm not going to ever go
Yeah,
back
I like
to
to
another
hear that.
job like that. But cooking.
Yeah.
I'm actually a skilled cook, and I love doing that.
Ooh.
For so
We
long.
don't, bro. You just ignited something. Katakomb Kitchen coming. I'm gonna have artists come through, podcast it up. Second part's gonna be us cooking something filthy because I love cooking. Absolutely. And even if they don't like cooking, I'm gonna make them. You see the cast iron.
Nothing
You
better
see the cast.
getting fucking high and sitting down and eating a beautiful piece of art.
Especially if you made it.
Yes.
Love that shit.
Love it.
Favorite.
Exactly.
And I always say this. Food is like the highest art form because you can smell it, and feel it, taste it,
True.
see it, and hear it.
Yeah, it's facts.
All that. It's like the
Wow,
highest art
I've
form.
never really thought about that. That's some real
Yeah,
shit.
it's all senses.
I'd be on some Anthony Bourdain shit. When I just
Yeah.
really like the taste wherever I'm at.
Yeah, no, me
And
too.
just really,
That's why I love traveling. Like New
Eat
York, bro.
locally.
Did you get a chopped cheese when you go to New York? Please tell me you got chopped cheese.
I have had a chopped cheese, but
Yeah.
I'm more of like a jerk sandwich.
Okay,
type
I need to
flavor.
get a jerk sandwich. I haven't had a jerk spot being there yet, or like.
Well, no, just like when I'm there, it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like whatever they've got at the bodega.
Yeah, yeah. It's what you're
I'm gonna figure something. I think last time I was there, I had this jerk sandwich, and I was
That's
like,
good.
"This is good."
And it's cheap. They just like give you a
Bro.
plate.
Boom, boom. I was like, "You're charging me $3 for this sandwich?" They're like, "Yeah."
Plate.
Yeah, and it's a fat sandwich. Yeah,
Yeah,
fat.
they
And then
do
the
that.
whole thing about getting like, first of all, I smoke cigs, so getting Lucy's was just like,
That blew my mind. I was at the first time I was in Brooklyn. We were playing at this place called Knitting Factory.
uh-huh.
I was DJing for this dude named Free Will. And
Oh, I know
I
that.
was backstage with Nick Prosper. Like Nick Prosper was just, he was
what's
just
Mage and Meth?
Yeah, Major
Yeah.
Meth. And so I was DJing for them, and then I had to end up DJing for Nick Prosper. He opened up. This is when he did like hard rap shit, like not what he's doing now. He's doing his name's Nick Prosper. I don't know if you
I do know who he is. Yeah.
but this is when he was doing like hardcore, more hard rap shit. Anyways, DJ for him. But somebody came backstage. Some dude came backstage and was like, "Do y'all know where to get Lucy?" And I thought in my head, because I was drinking, and I hit a
Oh,
blunt.
talking about acid.
I thought you were talking about acid. I was like, bro, I don't know where to get.
Let
No,
me
I
get
don't
a
know where to get
beach.
acid. And they're like, no, yeah, down the street at the liquor store. And I was like, what? They're selling acid at the liquor store? And then it still didn't click. Like I still didn't realize what the fuck they were talking about until I was walking out just on the block, and I seen a dude leave a smoke shop smoking a cigarette, and I was like, what the fuck? And so I walked in because I wanted to buy cigarettes, but I didn't want a whole pack because it was like $10.
Right,
And I was like,
right.
fuck that. So I went and I was like, can I get like some cigarettes? He's like, how many you want? I was like, 2. He's like, oh yeah, the $2, $3. I was like, oh fuck yeah. Just took the Lucy, put some in my pocket safely. Just was like, fuck, because I don't smoke cigarettes unless I'm drunk
Right, right.
at all. So I was like, this is perfect. Like that's like the perfect environment for it.
Another thing that had me blown about that specifically was my shorty sends me to go get. She's like, go get some Mike Hards, right? So I go down there, right, and I get the whole case,
yeah.
and I bring it back, and she's like, "The fuck am I gonna do with all this?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
She's like, "You can grab that's the thing, like you can just grab straight out the 6-pack."
Oh, really?
Like
Any store?
they sell that somebody gets to be selling like by the bottle, not even.
Have you been to Florida?
I have not. No, that's on the list.
So that was one of the first places I got traveled to based on music, which is sick. When I first moved to LA, I was making beats for this rapper. We worked at FedEx. We were making beats for this dude, and then he came to us and like, "You guys are coming with us to Miami in like next month." It was the first Rolling Loud ever. So we got
Fuck.
but we were like some shitty stage. We had all the planning. We were supposed to DJ the day before we flew out. They fucking emailed him. We're like, "Oh, you can't have your own DJs. We have like our own DJs." So I'm like, "Oh fuck, well we're already going. Fuck, let's turn up. We'll be hyping or whatever." It was cool, but it was all like the whole setup of that. The first ever Rolling Loud was shitty. Like it was like they bought a warehouse. There was a fucking like a monsoon came through and flooded the whole
I've
warehouse.
actually
Like
heard
this
about
beat.
this.
It was crazy. Cool experience though.
Yeah,
But I was gonna say the alcohol there. I went to the liquor store and they have like 18 packs or like 12 packs. They cut in half and duct tape it, sell them like 6-packs.
Oh, yeah,
Every single liquor store I went to, they like cut their beers in half and sell them like that. It's the craziest thing. I was like, what the fuck? Is this legal?
Not in Arizona finna tax your ass, and they coming for you crazy.
You know what I noticed too, moving from Vegas to, especially Vegas to here, like not drinking like the 2 a.m. thing, like Vegas is 24 hours. I was never used to like. Is it,
it's
is it 2 in
It's 2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. in
Okay,
Phoenix.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it was 3, but is that out here?
No, I think they might change it to 4.
4 a.m.
That's
here?
what I heard. That's what I heard.
So speaking of, you got
Oh, I think I might do more. I think it's hidden.
I'm gonna go get some more too.
I have to 7-Eleven around the corner right there too.
That-
But all right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for me, I don't have a horizontal ID. In Arizona, you have to have a horizontal
Oh, to get
to get into any place
Oh, wow.
or to have it. And it's like, bro, my identification card is like 1,000% real. I
Yeah.
don't have a license anymore. When I talk about the dash, when I do the dash, I wasn't lying. I really don't criminal speed. It's dangerous. You
yeah.
kill yourself or others. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding. So I'm advocating against it. But yeah, they definitely took my shit away. Now I'm fucked. I can't even get in the clubs because I don't even want to go get a new ID and shit. I really don't. It just pisses me off. Yeah, the pig stole my ID and shit because I wasn't even on the light rail yet without a ticket. I was just standing near it.
Wait. Oh, in Phoenix?
Yeah,
Oh, so
I was
the light
just
rail there,
standing near. Yeah, we have a light rail. Yeah, so I was just standing near the light rail without a ticket, and they just confiscated my ID because it was suspended. They're like, you can't use this. Now I can't get into fucking any clubs and shit.
Yeah.
I do though, because
Yeah.
I'm really good at forcing it.
Yeah.
Shout out Slave Named Flick. We be forcing everything.
that's
We
fire.
get in everywhere just by walking through. Looking at, just move confidently, and people
Yeah.
are like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, you go get out this guy's way.
Yeah,
That's
my favorite
excellent.
one to do is this right here. Is go, hold on, I'm almost there.
Bro,
And
there's a
I swear,
podcast
I've gone to so
with
many
my-
shows like that.
with my bro Ilya. He's from Belgium, which actually he's a plug that said we could probably throw a show out there. He still shows in Belgium. So-
Belgium.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Lit.
Or no, did I say Belgium? Fucking, what's that place in fucking Germany? It starts with the big fucking, everybody goes to Germany to go to this one city. They party all fucking weekend. It starts with a B. I can't think of it right now.
Berlin.
Berlin show. We can do a Berlin show. And he said it's cheap out there because people want to do it. Anyways, I don't want to talk about all that shit. But he was saying, do show. Anyways, he ended up going on a European tour with Shoreline Mafia because they had to stop in Berlin. And he pulled up and didn't know anybody. He pulled up early to the venue with the camera and was like, "Yeah, I'm doing media with it." Because like he like named his team, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well yeah, just come in." And like they didn't have camera guys, so they're like, "Yeah, you're coming with us." And they just went on Europe with Shoreline Mafia and shot for the whole time.
I love those.
Just by finessing like that.
Those opportunities are perfect, man. I think one of the biggest things, maybe to like anybody listening to this that hasn't gotten those opportunities, but just seizing the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like you'd be surprised how far you can get just being present. That is the number one thing, is just showing up
Yeah.
and being present.
That's what I tell everybody this, like,
so
especially
don't doubt yourself before you think, oh, I don't belong in this room. Just go.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. You have, and pulling up. That's what, like, when I was out here in LA last time, like, pulling up is like 90% of like getting people to know you. Like, hella people will be like, "How do you know all these people at Ham and shit?" Like, this one dude was like, "How do you know all these girls, all these people and shit?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm just out here all the time. I'm always here." And I met everybody through like coming out and like just popping out. People see your face and you just recognize you're a real life person now instead of just being like an internet person.
Exactly.
So I think that showing your faces. That's why it sucks that there's no shows right now. I really want to do that for DeJorm. Put him in. Get his face out there more. But it is what it is. Right now we're working on the background stuff.
The thing is with this whole thing, I've been like, wow, this is the greatest.
Oh, I love it.
Utility, like to utilize this. Like, this is the last summer vacation.
Yeah.
A lot of people ever
Probably.
get.
And I'm getting a lot of shit and stuff. Like, I got my LLC for Katakomb finally. You know what I'm saying? I got the
Let's
papers
go.
for that. I'm about to get the identification number so I can open a bank account in that name. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm getting that background shit that I don't want to do at all, but I got to do it.
Right, but you now have this huge window to like get in there and fucking
Exactly.
just go for it.
Exactly.
Me, I took this time to
What is
evolve.
this, a dab? I'm about to get paranoid.
I took this time. I took this time to evolve my sound as much as possible.
What's it? It was a little splash of beer. I say both of them.
But yeah, just to evolve my sound and just spend time like focused learning.
Yeah, learning is very important too. You have to actually like doing it and be dedicated. And just get to it. Like today,
You'd
even
be
like
surprised what 15 minutes of mixing education can do for the rest of your career.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I went to school for music for a little bit. I went for the first semester, and I was like, "Oh, they taught me all the shit I need to know. All these people I'm going to school with are dumb as fuck."
I'm absolutely against those, actually.
I don't like it. No, I went. I kind of got. I didn't want to do it, but my mom really wanted me because I was going to regular college at first, like community college. I dropped out, and then she's like, "Try to go to school one time, please, for me." So
Yeah.
fuck it, I go to music school.
But it's worth having the
I
certificate.
fucking hated it because it was a fast school, so I had to go all day. It was very long, you know what I mean? Like real school day. And I still worked full time too. I had a job after. And on top of that, I was in class one time, and there was kids next to me. They're like, "Oh, were you going to come here for music originally?" They're like, "Oh, I didn't know if I was going to do fashion or gaming." I was like, "Bro, these things ain't even about it." They don't even know what they're doing. And that's when I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. And I left and moved to LA.
I mean, that's why I didn't go to college. I knew exactly what I wanted to do and how to do it.
I felt pressured by my mom to do it. Even though, like, I think that's just me feeling pressure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I had to do it. I think that was me.
There is
way.
that level to it. It's doing the right thing in your head,
But I think college is a waste of time, especially in America. They want you to pay. It's just all fucked up. The whole system's fucked up. Like in England, they go to school for free and shit, bro.
They should like have it to pay to take the test to see if you actually know the knowledge and just have you learn it on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be better.
Okay, I think we're gonna wrap this up.
See how well qualified.
Soon. I don't want to force it, but we're gonna keep it. I got a couple more questions. I'm gonna keep it natural. I'm just saying maybe soon, just so you guys know. I'm probably wrap it up. Maybe.
I don't think we mentioned in this third take how coordinated.
Oh yeah, we're coordinated. We got the ping.
0R.
Shout out.
You got the camera on. That shit crazy.
This shit's hard. It's rare.
It's rare drip.
All right, so we were talking about hobbies, and I was saying too, like me, I didn't have a hobby. Like I never had. I always, when I made music, I just made music and that's it. I didn't do shit else, right?
Yeah.
And even if I didn't make music, I just sit there and be on my phone or just watch TV. That's still that's my favorite thing to do is absolutely nothing. I consider that a hobby. If
That
I
is.
just sit down and do nothing and not talk to anybody, that's my favorite shit to do ever. I swear to
Lit.
God. But like watch movies, just sit with my girlfriend, just sit. You know what I mean? I don't want to do anything. That's my favorite thing to do. But now I got the guitar again. I'm trying to get back into music maybe, so I'm going to consider that more as a hobby and kind of just fuck with it for fun. See if we can get some music going and for myself really. I'm doing it for myself really. And then also I started playing games. Like I didn't have a game station even for a minute. I just bought a PlayStation 5 before I left Seattle when Call of Duty came out.
Right.
I bought a PS5.
Right.
And I started getting in. Now I'm like fucking addicted to 2K, and I was playing like God of War, like going in. So I think that's just a hobby.
About that, yeah, I'm actually going to start doing a lot of Twitch streams with everything that I do. It could be just like what we're doing right now, bullshitting. A lot of it will be me playing Call of Duty because I'm a goat.
Sick.
And fucking probably going to see me mixing and just mix craft and stuff. But yeah, Twitch. Yeah, I've been setting up the gaming studio. Some people have been seeing.
That's tight. That's tight. Is that what they were talking about on the yesterday?
Yeah. They were like, "Oh, Schizo, you need to set up." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to set that up.
So you pick PC or?
No, I'm actually a PlayStation gamer,
Okay.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll probably just be gaming on PlayStation. But when you see me, like, I'm not really going to be entirely a gamer. It's just going to be Schizo's Twitch stream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and just like help kind of personify myself a little bit more and just be present. That's like what I love to do is be present with all my fans, and you guys can see me and talk at any time. Just bullshit, chit chat, whatever the fuck we're finna do. Yeah, but I felt you on that being lazy, like not being lazy, but like enjoying doing nothing.
Yeah.
Is that me? I'm like an all or nothing individual. So it's like when it comes time to go, I'm 1000% a workhorse. But when it's not, like me, I love just I'm a lazy person. To be honest.
No.
And I'm a big cat dad. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you were like hobbies and stuff. I was like, hobbies. Nothing more than the average person who's into like alternative culture and stuff, like getting fucked up. Fucking
like
skating, just whatever the fuck, just bullshit and chasing girls or whatever your thing is. You know what I'm saying?
Tattoos. That's another. I forgot about that.
I'm finna get tatted some more. I'm gonna get some Milo. I'm gonna get some Milo Punch.
First tattoo
Maybe Rarity.
That'd be hard. The first tattoo I ever got was this right here. My mom took me when I was 17 because she didn't want me to go. Because she got hers in the projects when
she didn't want you to do it like
so
that.
She didn't want me to get
That's
the project
real,
baby
bro.
tattoo.
Shout out to
she knew I would go do it because I would have done it either way. So this way it was professional by her actual dude. And so when I was like the first. Well, no, that's not true. So my high school jerking was very big because I went to high school with Dizzy Flashy, Dizzy, right?
Bro, we mad inspired by the jerk culture. We still geek.
Yeah, we still
geeked. Shout out Slave Name Flick once again. I don't know if anybody knows this. Flick is like the best at jerking.
That's fire.
He probably could have gone like and been like the Rangers.
That's filthy. I bet it was big in Phoenix too.
Oh, 1000%. The Southwest and culture is a thing, like with the emo scene culture and the jerking culture.
Yeah. It was huge.
And they were also all like one big thing.
Yeah.
And now look at all of us now. We're rappers.
Yeah, literally. Everybody's like, you know what too? I like bringing up in these podcasts. Everybody wants to be a rapper, and there's more things to do than just be a rapper or producer. Especially if you're not fucking good at it and you love music. Please find something else to do because you're wasting not only your time. But you can be,
or at least figure out how you can eat off of it. Like,
exactly.
If you're really good at mixing and mastering, you're gonna have that when you're 35. You can set up a studio and help out people who are coming in and stuff.
We need motherfuckers.
That's my goal. I'm looking at the longevity of this because one day relevancy does end.
I might start fucking
so
around.
Be invested in
I might start fucking around and making beats for like intended for like movies and commercials, like guitar loops and shit.
Sure.
And
I had a buddy that he did mixing and mastering for porn.
What?
They send the audio clips over and he mixes and masters.
I didn't even know they mixed that. He's just like,
that's got
a little more high end on that one.
do a high end roll off and right there, fucking. The best moans are in 440 hertz.
Best moan.
Let me increase the bandwidth on this nut shot right here.
Gotta do it. So I'm gonna ask one more question before we start going away. I'm gonna start doing effects because we're getting fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were gonna get the delay on the yeah.
All right. So we covered that. The last question that I wanted to ask, I don't know why this came up with it randomly. Oh, actually, I was going to add on too, is on top of what we were saying about being lazy, or even today when you were listening to the podcast, I was almost like, I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to move. But I was like, I got to do it.
What, today?
Yeah, even today I was like, I don't want to move.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, this morning it was hard to get up.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was today.
Yeah, me too. I felt like something was weird.
Actually, you know what's crazy? So many people, just like me yesterday, mad sleep deprived. I heard a ton of people were fucking exhausted. And now we can get into the whole, like, you know, the stars above type shit, but, like, lunar shit, fucking all that stuff.
Yeah.
Shorty mad I called her Crystal's Rocks.
Wait, hold on. We can't end this podcast. I was going to end it soon, but I was going to go on to the last thing even. But actually, I'll ask that after I ask this.
Go ahead.
Because I remember from last night, but it's okay, I'll remember. I was going to say the craziest thing you've done or seen at a party. I think that's a fire question. To ask anybody. Because everybody has a crazy story, right? Those parties. It's hard to think about. There's so much. I'm trying to think, too. That's a hard question.
Late high school years, early, like, after that. Hold on.
I'm trying to think too. Okay, I'll tell you guys a story. I'll tell a crazy one. My friend wanted to eat mushrooms for the first time, and I had already eaten mushrooms. They haven't eaten a full egg before, and me and my brother eat full eggs all the time. So we're like, you gotta do it with us, so we can be like your guru. We can get through it. So we're gonna go to the strip. Have a great time. Mushrooms. And my brother, the day he got in trouble, so he couldn't go, and he's good at handling like situations, right? Like he would be like the leader. That motherfucker got grounded that day. We were going to the strip because his parents found out he stole the car to go buy the shrooms, so he couldn't leave. So we were like, fuck. So we were like, fuck it, let's just go us three. Went. We all ate some mushrooms, and one of my friends started fucking tripping, like bad. Like we had like carrot drag his ass. We were stuck in a parking garage for a minute. We tried to leave. We couldn't figure out how to get out. We finally get out. My friend's in the backseat tripping, like crying, like freaking out. He thinks he's gonna die and shit. And I was tripping too, like trying to hold it together for everybody. My friend's driving on the street, swerving on the strip, and then we find like a random, like abandoned parking lot in like the sus-ass area of the strip. Parking this like old postal office parking lot for hours when we're sitting there. And then my friend Dean has to call his older brother to come get us to get us out of the situation. He's on his way down to come save us because we're trying to figure out where we're at. We get on the streets for that or nothing. So my friend Dean left to go figure out what the fuck we were at. My friend Trevor's in the car. I'm back. Like I'm just chilling. Like, bro, I just want to go home. This is crazy. And then I hear him on the back. He's like, I'm 16. I don't need to die. And then like I was like, what the fuck was that? And he like hangs up the phone. He's like, that was my mom. And I was like, oh no. So him, my friend Dean and Trevor. That's their names. I don't think random fucking names. Their parents were friends.
Is the audio still running? Sorry.
Yeah, it is. It's just going past. But so him and his mom. Their moms were best friends already, and they already didn't like each other hanging out because they would always get into bad shit. And then I got dragged into it, and then his dad ended up coming and meeting us. My friend Dean's dad, he was like a fucking cop. Like he came up to me, and he made his bro. It was the scariest shit ever. It started thundering, raining on the way home while his dad's in the car yelling at us in the car, and I'm mid like bad trip, like tripping, and he's in the car. It just started thundering, raining, and then like we're like, what the fuck? And his dad's like, oh. He's talking about taking me to my parents' house. Fucking, I was like, bro, tripping. I'm like 16 tripping. I lied where I lived. I had him taken to my fucking friend's house a couple streets over. He asked if my parents were home, and I was like, no, they're not home. Like they're out tonight. And then he just left me, so I just like got out of it. But my friend ended up like going to the ER because he was like freaking out. It was just it was just like the worst.
He really went. That's always when I hear that story. I'm like, you really?
Yes, and then I was leaving my friend's house to walk back to my actual house, and the cop called my phone. Like, this is the cops. Are you having any symptoms like your friend's having? This is serious. It's not a joke. And I'm tripping. I'm talking on the phone to a cop on mushrooms.
I'm fucked off.
I thought he knew where I lived. I was scared to go home and go to sleep. I thought they were going to come to my crib, bro. I thought they were going to trace me. Oh, God. I was scared.
Crying. Yeah. That's the greatest thing to do to a person who's on edge on drugs. This is why we need crisis teams, not the police. Because motherfuckers what? The world is crumbling on me.
Yeah, my friend told me after the fact that he thought they were aliens taking away the spaceship. And he was trying to fight him and trying to he was yanking the wires out of his fucking shit and all that.
Not a good thing to do to a person that's having a mental episode or a bad drug.
Yeah, right. No, I just saw something. A girl that was a house call that she was having like a wellness check, and cops came in. It was like some like college girl. They drag her out of her room with her hands behind her back. But they're dragging her like this, like on the floor, like on her stomach. Do you know what I mean? And it's fucking the craziest shit I've ever seen. She's having a mental breakdown, and they're doing anything. And then they step on her head, like with their feet.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. It's the craziest shit ever. They dragged her all the way to like the lobby of her apartment building on the rug the whole time with her arms behind her back, and then they step on her head. All types of crazy shit. And I'm like, is that what? Who's like, oh, this person's having a mental breakdown. Let me fuck it up some more. Let me make it worse.
Yeah, there need to be people that pull up with the police. First, send the lady in.
I can pull up. it de-escalate better than them. I promise you.
I think so too. I think so too, and I don't even have the certification in communications.
Right.
I promise you I could. So with your question, and I appreciate you telling me that's fucking funny, because I have a few of those. I'll put these. I have a few that are just like I can't not mention them, but I'm gonna put them in as few words as possible. The scar on my face.
Oh
on
yeah.
my lip.
Yeah.
Blackout drunk on Jack. My buddies carried me up the stairs. They brought me to the fridge because I demanded a Coca-Cola, right? And as he brings me to the couch to drop me on the couch, the Coca-Cola can bounces off the couch at the same time that he drops me, so my face meets the can as it's bouncing. Bink! Cuts my face open.
Wait, the can like broke open on your face?
No, like the can was full unopened, so when it bounced back, it's like a grenade smacking me in the face,
popped?
bro. No, my lip
popped
fucking
up.
busted open.
Up.
I was leaking. That one was fucked up. I almost said the same thing. Take me to the hospital. Don't tell my mom. You know what I mean? And then there was the time that I took too much acid on accident. Somebody said there's all these marshmallows in here, but one of these marshmallows has like 5 drops on it, not 2. And I was like, well, shit, let's all go. I got the one with 5 drops.
Of course you did.
Got dropped off at my mom's. My mom was screaming at my face on acid while
did
I'm
she
on
know you
acid.
were tripping?
Yes, she found out I was tripping. The moment I told her,
Yeah.
because my mom and I have a really honest.
Yeah.
I'm sure you understand. Like, I go straight to my mom, like, fucked off on acid right now. I don't feel good. I thought my mom was gonna give me a hug or something.
Yeah.
My mom's like, what? Fuck you!
No,
and bro, she
that's
says, you're a fucking mess. I'm sending you to the Navy. And all I could hear in my head was, and like I saw like mass genocide.
Bro, I would have
like,
lost my like those clips you see like B-rolls,
gas bombings and stuff like that. I'm like seeing all this mad, terrible stuff in my head of holy war
like
and
dirty
shit.
children.
People, children covered in dust and dirt from bomb debris and stuff, and me just over here just thinking like, evil war. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and I'm like,
up.
that was one. Another was I had this one friend who's straight out of Mexico, came to AZ. He's actually very well known for paintings of weed. Actually, shout out to my friend Julian. You're the man, dog. Fucking, he's weed paintings. If you ever see them, man, he's the guy, the weed paintings guy.
You said he's from Mexico?
Yeah, he's from Mexico.
I got a Vegas, Mexico.
Yeah, he's a real paisa. He ain't no damn, he's no Chicano. That's real paisa right there. Yeah, bro, we drank tequila this night at my house, and we went over to this abandoned church. It was this Armenian church. It was behind my house, right? Motherfuckers was fucked off. This motherfucker, we was all blacked out off this tequila. Lit this bush on fire on accident. And it nearly burnt down this whole church.
That's fucked
and my
up.
man's is literally sitting there. He was emotionally drunk, crying and singing these paisa songs. You know what I'm saying? This bush is on fire and it's encroaching on this building. And he's laying there just singing these Mexican songs. And I'm like, we have to do something right now. He like broke his ankle at the same time too, and we had to carry him.
That's
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones, but oh yeah, there was this other one where I fucking blacked out and passed out on the roof of this house, and these people, they were so rich that they let their kids have parties and they would pay off the police. I'm not kidding.
What?
This was in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a very affluent area.
That's
Yeah, it's a neighborhood I'm kind of from and stuff. Yeah. So fucking they would have these parties, and the cops would show up, and they would just show up, and their parents had to have been like attorneys or something, because the cops just turned a blind eye to the fact there was like 500, 600 kids in this backyard. It's fucked off. Anyway, I got so drunk, and I went, and I remember, the last thing I remember was my homie smashing this bottle over some dude's head, and then I get dragged out of this place, right? I woke up the next morning in a parking space about maybe like a couple hundred yards from my grandparents' house. I don't know why or how, but I woke up directly to the sun. It was like a movie. I opened my eyes and I'm just looking right at the sun, and I'm like, what the fuck? And all there is a towel. I'm in a parking space. There's cars on each side of me. People didn't park on top of me, thank God. They didn't call the police and nothing. And like, I'm just in the middle of this neighborhood in a parking, like it was like a little apartment complex type shit. I'm in this parking spot, and I was like, that was the one time where I woke up and I was in a foreign space by myself, no phone. My clothes are streaked in black from asphalt. I must have been dragged somehow. I don't know. Alcoholism is a bitch.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a bitch. And when you wake up in a ditch or in a fucking parking space, it's time to reevaluate shit. Except for all the times I've almost been killed by police because I was belligerent drunk and I wouldn't identify myself or take my hands out of my hoodie or whatever. There's been a couple of those stories too. Actually, within the past year,
No.
I had two stories. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing because we're gonna run out of time. But yeah, I've had situations where I was way too drunk and the police like tried to shoot me and thought I was somebody else and all this weird shit. It was fucked up, man. Some other shit. For real guns got pulled on me, all kinds of crazy shit. So yeah, I don't know. You gotta be aware of how fucked up you're gonna get because you might end up in a situation dead and you didn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
You know, that's fucked. So
that shit almost happened to me in Seattle. I guess I was DJing for. It was just a house party show or whatever. These dudes were rapping and I was DJing. I was drunk as fuck. And I was bored of their set. And I was blacked out, and I was I think I might have even taken ecstasy or something. I was fucking blacked out, and I was feeling myself. And my big bro, do you know who Do is? Do the guy?
yeah,
Do. He's not even my big. He's my big bro. That's my little bro, but he's bigger than me. But he was there. That's my
Dude's
little.
that guy.
That's
Shout
my
out
little
him.
bro.
Shout out DJ Quincy. Shout out.
Yeah, that's my little bro. But he was at the party sitting next to me all DJing. I cut off their set and started playing some random song that I thought was way better, just like a random song. People were leaving and shit, and their set was whack. I think that's what's happening. You know, like I was just like, fuck this. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, they wanted to beat my ass, and they're like, you're not beating his ass because you'll just get fucked up by like other people. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful. No, Dude protected me from getting beat up for some other people I don't remember who they were.
Oh, and you were DJing for them?
I was DJing.
Oh, I thought you were saying Do is who you were DJing.
No. I was DJing for some other people. Some other niggas I do not know them, and I just stopped this shit. It was boring. People were leaving, and I was like, fuck, I gotta turn on some music. People come back in. And I fucking just cut off their set in the middle of their set.
I've been
and
there.
They were wanting to fight me, but honestly, bro, I probably saved the party. Let's be honest.
Now that I think about it, bro, I might be the AZ0.
You might be.
But I don't have Katakomb or something like that. You know?
Yeah, Katakomb, I'm just thankful for it. I didn't expect it to like go how it did. All right, one more thing. Thankful for all you guys actually that support Katakomb and listen or give a fuck or whatever. I don't care. And if you don't like me, I like that too because that's sick. Because that's still helping me.
We feed off the
Yeah. Feed off all the children. Just kidding, I don't do that. That's some Oprah shit. Oprah feeds off the blood of children. All right.
Wait, no, what?
Oprah feeds off the blood of children. I don't know. I saw a weird video about it today. Anyways, we're getting off topic. We got to end this soon. We're going an hour and a half. I told you it happens.
She owns
one more thing.
Share in adrenochrome.
She owns the large.
This is now the Joe Rogan experience, the Zero experience.
All right, so last question. We'll get on our Joe Rogan shit with the last question. I don't even have it written down, but we were talking about it last night, and I said we have to bring it up today. Aliens.
Oh, facts. I live in the alien witness hotspot of the world. Phoenix has the most reported alien sightings.
Alien sightings.
Yeah, UFO sightings. I have family that have been followed by UFOs.
Really?
My grandpa told me that a UFO followed him, like almost like a helicopter light was on top of him, but no helicopter sound. And it followed him all the way down the street, like he was just riding his bike, like real shit. And living in Arizona, where I'm from, we have the Phoenix Lights, and I've witnessed the Phoenix Lights on multiple occasions. And they'll just show up, and it's not the original 1990s. I think it's 1996 or 1997 footage of the Phoenix Lights shows like maybe 5 or 6 lights arranging in like a triangle pattern.
I've seen that, yeah.
And it happens usually southeast in the sky. And I've witnessed it. I got a phone call in 2016 from my girlfriend, and she's like, "Go outside." And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "You know where to look." And I was like,
shit.
"Okay."
Yes.
And I synced it, bro. And I have footage of it, and I'm very scared to release this footage.
I want to see it.
Last time I did, I will show it to you. I will. Last time I showed it, some crazy shit happened. And I got caught up, and I went to jail.
What?
I don't know if it was because I got exposed for this shit, or just because I was fucked off at the time. I was doing some dumb shit.
We could put it on the podcast. I'm willing.
I was
to
afraid.
I'll go,
it was like, did
you
I
won't be
get set
alone.
up?
I'll put it on the podcast too, so I'll go down with you. I promise.
Okay, but yeah. I'm not trying to whistleblow or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I'm
no,
just saying.
I've seen a UFO too. I had to say, okay, so there's a crazy experience. I love this question from everybody because usually people are like, I believe in it. Most people that come or even seen it. So I've seen one too, it being from Vegas for the same area, pretty
You know,
much.
that's the thing, though, is that's why I say Vegas is another spot, because the trajectory of the actual Phoenix Lights is going, you know, through Arizona from Mexico into Vegas, because people have said that they've seen the Phoenix Lights as far as Flagstaff, which is
pretty close to Vegas. It's like 2.5 hours.
Well, you're closer than you are at Phoenix.
Yeah. Way closer.
So basically, it travels through, and here's why I say that whatever that craft is, or whatever that land that they like to move over, where I'm Scottsdale, like we talked about earlier, is one of the top uranium deposits in the world, silver deposits in the world. A alien spacecraft has a better chance of being unidentifiable and cloaking in a desert location, especially one that's so big that it covers 3 or 4 football fields, like they say the Phoenix Lights does. It can easily cloak itself, and any flying aircraft would not. And that's the thing. Sorry, about that specific spacecraft is that they sent out fighter jets. Arizona, where I'm from, is one of the top places for developments for like Boeing and military aviation. We have a Air Force Base, Luke Air Force Base, is in the East Valley of Arizona, and they flew out fighter jets to go check on the Phoenix Lights. There's files of PTSD treatment for the pilots from what they've seen, because they've seen things that make them question the reality of the world that we live in, and they said that these things were unfightable because they defied all forms of gravity. So this thing can move like this,
I see,
without any problem.
Bro,
and like you said, if you're a witness like me. I've seen
exactly what you're talking about when you're explaining.
It defies physics.
Especially the one with your grandpa. That's what happened to me and my bro Robert in Vegas. So we live in Henderson, which is south. And I lived in deep Henderson, where there's nothing past that my parents' exit besides Boulder City, which is a shitty fucking crackhead town. You know what I mean? Like old people and like meth heads.
Right.
And like, so, you have to pass through it to go to fucking Hoover Dam and fucking and Lake Mead and all that shit. So, we're over there because we live on the edge, like right next to the mountains. You know what I mean? Like, if I go for like past my parents' house, there's like these custom neighborhoods, and past that, it's just all mountains, all desert. You know how it is out there. So we were over like by the driving to the airport smoking. My friend had gotten in trouble because he got expelled from school for having Xanax on him. They thought he was selling it. He got expelled, so he had a curfew. He had to be home at 10. We were just driving around the neighborhood smoking, and he was like, "Bro, that's a UFO." And I was like, "Bro, shut up. You see that all the time." You know, we say that shit all the time. This time he's like, "No, bro, you need to like stop and look at this." And I stopped, and I was like, "Oh shit!" We got out of the fucking car, and we're watching this fucking UFO. First, it was going towards the desert, like it was leaving the city, right? Like it was going to go over the mountains. Mm-hmm. And then we saw it. As soon as we noticed it, it stopped.
Yeah, and it's an abrupt stop.
It was abrupt. It's like no noises, and it was pretty fucking close. Like it wasn't far, and it stopped. As soon as we noticed,
did it have lights?
It had one big light, like a spotlight that reminded me of like what you're saying.
Right, but what about the
I think
ring?
I think there was a ring.
I think there
was like radiating lights, but it was like white.
Right.
In
the one that I seen was like blue and orange.
Yeah. There's all types of colors, I'm sure.
From coming around it.
There's all types of colors.
It looks like you're looking at the sun or the moon. Yeah. It's as bright as that. It's that size in the sky.
It's almost like a color that you like can't explain. That you're like it's almost like a helicopter light, but
wait till you see my footage, because what you're looking at is exactly.
It's almost like it's really bright, but it's like it's not blinding you, but it's like really bright. It's like weird.
Right.
Anyways, it stopped, and then when it noticed us, it stopped. I think it knew we saw it.
Yeah.
I went on the news. I went home and tried to see if people were talking about it. No one knew what the fuck they were talking about. It stopped right in the middle of the desert. We saw it, and then it started drifting back towards the strip, and it floated down into the lights, and can't see it no more. It disappeared. It's the lights.
Story
you know what I'm saying?
Like that. So there's this street in my neighborhood where I grew up. Tom and I. Yeah, my friend Tom and I. Where we were out shooting pictures. This was like 2015, or somewhere back then. But we're going up this street called Sweetwater, which is kind of like on an incline, like a hill, right? So we're looking up, and once you pass Sweetwater and Frank Lloyd Wright, there's nothing beyond Frank Lloyd Wright but desert up until probably like Payson, just like northern Arizona, probably heading into like Nevada area. You know what I'm saying? So I know that that's where the most alien activity happens, and I'm looking directly up in there, and I see this big. It's as big as the moon in the sky, which means that it's close.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
large.
That's how ours was.
And this shit drops like a yo-yo from the sky,
and
then it stops
right
like
there,
that.
right? Yeah.
like it's dropped.
Yeah.
And then I seen these beams, right? There's this big white beam going above and a big white beam going below. Almost like it moves on this track, right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's pushing and pulling.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Type situation. And it stops there. And it's like, just like you said, once we seen it, and we hadn't said anything, not a word was said, not a reaction was made, but we're both looking at it because this happened over a matter of a couple of seconds. So it drops from the sky and it just stops. And once it hits there, it spins and then starts to create this blue and orange aura around it that was like glowing. Zoom, zoom. And then as soon as that happened, it just was like pulsating, and then it just pink, and then I seen this tiny little dot just like, you know, in Star Wars when they go light speed, the thing just, and there was this little line behind it, almost like a shooting star, and it just shot out into that distance of what I, if you want to look at this on a map or something, it would be the Rio Verde area of Arizona, which is pretty much completely uncivilized. There's not a person for like hundreds of miles. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get at is like just for that area and everything that I've seen it.
And Nevada got the Area 51. Nellis Air Force Base is also right there. I'm sure they've seen some
Roswell
shit.
crash and everything is all southwest, the desert.
All right there.
I just think that it would be the best place for them to hide in the entire country.
So also too, before we end it,
terrain is completely flat.
I'm going to tell actually an alien story just because you're here, and maybe I've already said all the story because it was my. Do you know who 2020 is? He makes clothes in Seattle. He does his own clothes brand named 2020.
I'm positive I've
seen.
His
name is Ocean. Shout out to him. He's a ginger. All gingers are black people or white people. Shout out all my gingers. Hey, reassemble ginger and spell it and tell me what it says. It says nigger. That's what it spells. So gingers are black people. Black people, white people. I got some, it's a theory I'm working on. I'll get back to you. Anyways, shout out my nigga Ocean was camping with his dad. He said he used to go camping with his dad all the time, and his dad didn't camp on like camping sites. They like going to like making their own little spot. He said there was a night they woke up and there was a flashing like things running around their campsite at the craziest speed ever.
He had a fourth kind there.
Yes, and then they walked into the desert, and his dad made him stay back, and there was a fucking like ship. They seen a ship landed in the forest in Seattle or in Washington. They seen the fucking spaceship, and they seen a fucking alien. It's on the podcast. Let's look at Ocean 2020. Look it up on my SoundCloud, Katakomb.
You mentioned
Surface. It's in the podcast. I'm only bringing it up again because you're probably gonna bring some new fans. But I'm just saying, I'm not telling you correct. So go look it up. It's Katakomb Ocean 2020 2020 Vision podcast. Super. It's actually a good one. But yeah, he talks about it on there, and it's super crazy. I just wanted to bring that up because I know, and I've had multiple people tell me crazy experiences like that.
Oh my God.
All right, we're at hour 32. We were trying to go.
I didn't even know, man.
We were trying to go 30 minutes, and we went. Actually, technically, if we were to start from where we very started, this would be like fucking 2 hours long.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just end it because I think we covered a lot of shit, and I don't want to be boring.
A couple of things. B&B Mafia. Shout out Zero's mom.
Shout out Schizo's mom.
Yeah. They like should all hang out.
Maybe one day we'll see. I mean,
your mom has a partner, right?
Yeah,
my mom's married.
Yeah, my mom's married. My mom's married. Yeah,
finally, that was a big thing. Finally, them getting married. Yeah, I have releases coming out. Crying on Cold Shoulder coming
Check it out.
So yeah, and that's why I'm out here shooting videos.
Yeah, He's working.
Shout out to Jor. Shout out Doza. Shout out Seattle and the whole movement on Seattle and on everybody. You all know who you are. Much love.
Yeah. All right, man. Sick.